Country music is a huge industry, you know. CMA Fest is finally here, and I am so excited to be a part of it this year.
So CMA Fest is the biggest country music festival there is, period.
Even though this is my first year at CMA Fest, that does not mean that it's not busy. I have 7 interviews with media outlets. I have 3 performances and a signing, so it's gonna be busy. The first thing on the agenda is the interviews. I haven't done a whole lot of interviews, so I hope they go well.
Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Chris Biano, and we are breaking country with you. Tell me all about this. I love it. I've seen an episode on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. You know, I think actually having the show made the interviews go a lot smoother because most of the hosts had already seen the show, and I think they felt like they knew me a little bit.
How many artists coming together? Have you gotten to like
Big names from Beaumont.
Yes, a lot of big names from Beaumont. A $20 garage sale guitar, you know what I mean? You turn it on, it sounds terrible, and you're like,
You know, I grew up doing a lot of fishing with my dad growing up. Had a lot of great memories, and he passed away about 4 years ago, and I was like, man, I just want to write something to remember the good times, just the good memories. I don't want this to be some crazy, super sad ballad. Even if everybody hated it, I could sleep at night putting this song as my baby single. And so,
all the interviews, I think, for the most part, went pretty well. We had a lot of laughs, shared a lot of stories, talked about my new single Tackle Box and the music video. But honestly, the hot topic of conversation was breaking country in this show, which was really cool. So we finished up the interviews, and now I have to literally run 2 blocks to make it to my show at the listening room for Brian White's fan party.
So the Listening Room is one of Nashville's premier music venues. It is the place where all top songwriters go and showcase their music. So the fact that Chris was asked to play at Brian White's fan party, that's a pretty big deal.
We're gonna go ahead and get started if that's cool with you guys. Mr. Chris Biano, you guys.
Because we don't fight anymore. We threw in the towel and laid our gloves on the floor.
And follow Chris online and check out the new show. And I made a little cameo in there too.
Yeah, he did.
Trying to act like I know what I'm talking about.
He does. You should check it out just as.
So when I got to the Listening Room, I was going to just support Chris in his first efforts at CMA. Well, I'm also friends with Brian White, and Brian White knows that I also sing a little bit on the side. So Brian White asked me, he said, hey, why don't you come up and sing a few songs? And I said, sure. I don't know what Chris is gonna think, but I said, sure.
To my far left, one of my best friends, Mr. Calvin Noel.
The next thing I know, I'm sitting next to Calvin and he's singing Purple Rain. I'm like, how did we get here?
Oh yeah, purple rain, oh.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I sang Purple Rain at a country music event, and I think people liked it. You know, it's kind of funny, me supporting Chris, and now I'm singing right next to him at the round.
The event was incredible and it was so much fun, but now I have to run back to the convention center because I have my first ever booth signing. The only thing I'm really worried about for the booth signing is nobody in line, because I haven't marketed myself enough and nobody knows I'm there. So hopefully that's not the ultimate, most embarrassing thing that will ever happen to me.
Yes, very cool.
So after my signing, I snuck over to the Hallmark booth and pretty much acted like an idiot. So the last thing on my schedule for CMA Fest, and of course my favorite thing, is I'm playing a live outdoor show right off of Broadway. There was a ton of people out there hanging out and watching, which made the show so much fun. Plus, you know, I do a lot of rounds in Nashville. I don't get to play live with a full band very often in Nashville. So it just made it extra cool.